let's discuss the battery monitor. This is the most common place you will need to come to view the status of your battery. At the moment, you can see that we have 100% in the system. Actually, worth noting first, at this stage, it's not backlit. You can just press any button you like and that'll backlight. Now, after a while, that'll time out and it'll fade away again. At the moment, we can see there's 100% in this battery. The battery is full. And we are currently discharging the battery slowly. We're pulling out at the moment 4.8 amps, give or take. It's worth noting here, that's an accumulative figure. That's the net value of what's happening to your battery at any given time. So put simply, let's break it down. If you're putting 20 amps in from your solar array and you're currently consuming 5 amps in load, what you will see here is that net figure of 15 amps per hour feeding into your battery. At the moment, our net figure is a consumption, it's a minus value of 4.5 amps or thereabouts. And you can also see that value in watts, just here. We can move along. We've currently only consumed 0.3 of an amp hour out of our system. So as that state of charge comes down, that value will in fact increase. And based on the current load, we have 89 hours to go. You do need to take the time to go with a grain of salt because it's constantly varying depending on your load. And in this kind of environment, in a caravan, your load is constantly varying. Fridges are turning on and off, lights are coming on and off, TVs on and off, and so forth. This particular van doesn't have a temperature sensor plugged into the battery monitor display, simply because they chose to plug it in to this display over here for the inverter charger. But if you want to, you can acquire another temperature sensor and plug it in, and you can get a value on this display here via that. And of course, you can see your system voltage as well. We're currently sitting at 13.6 volts in the system. Now, at a glance, you can see this bar graph is kind of scrolling around. Just wait for that to do it one more time. You can see that happening there. So at a glance, I like to leave it there. At any given time, I can see how much power I'm using. If I'm not so savvy with that information, I can at least, through the bar graph, I can see if it's discharging, or if it's scrolling this way, it's recharging. But I can always see the state of charge left in my battery, and that's what's critical with this particular display. This is a wonderful display. There's a lot of back-end information in here that we have access to better support you, and also you yourself can access it. And what's critical is this feature here. We can press and hold this button. We can go into the history menu. We can see a whole heap of information. Average discharge, we can see that as a percentage and in amps. Our deepest discharge, and so forth. So there's all sorts of information in here. What's interesting, like this one here, is total amp hours removed. We just click on it, and so far this system, since installed, has had 339 amp hours removed from the system. Total amp hours charged, it's had 347 amp hours put back into the system. So just going back one, it's removed less than what we've put in. So going through the history in the back end of the monitor is a great feature. It may not be something that you as a user of the van wish to use, but it's an excellent addition to this kind of system, because from our perspective at Enerdrive, this gives us invaluable information to better support you guys on the road. Enerdrive's only a phone call away, and that's the deal that we bring to all of our customers. We're available to support you, the user, of our systems all over Australia. You just need to pick up the phone and call Enerdrive, and we can better assist you guys with any inquiry that you have.